All right, nice job, Skylar. Nice job, boys. And congrats, Fly Zone, for last week's team sheet win. Hey, parents, riders, listen up for today's riders meeting.
I know I don't like moving them.
Well, yeah, first go round. Start heading to staging, guys. Beautiful Sunday here at the Rocks. 62 motos, I believe. Got some good racing ahead of us. Look at that track. That's all I can say. Jake was out here all week working on this track, getting it dialed in nice and fast. Nice fresh glue laid down on that bad boy, and it's looking fast in practice. So, yeah, guys, a lot to talk about today. May 6th, Rockford BMX Beginners League, Session 1. Starting May 6th out here. That's a Tuesday night. Now, you can sign up online right now, rockfordbmx.com. Beginners League, I know it's been a big hyped-up thing. Everybody's waiting all winter. So that's getting started out here Tuesday night, May 6th. 5:30, guys. You can sign up now, rockfordbmx.com. So be sure to tell a neighbor, tell a friend. If you got somebody that's into BMX, maybe somebody from school that's been watching your race all the last couple of years, get them out here, get them involved, get them racing. All right, Moto 1, 7-8 local open. Looks like we got them locked and loaded up there, you know, every weekend. Looking for that thumbs up from Nellie B. All right, thumbs up. We're good to go. Moto 1, here we go. Oh, yeah, gate is down, and we're rolling out there. Moto 1 on the track right now, 7-8 local open. Stacked up, Jensen, James, Waldron, Blakely, Moore, and the Cookie Man, Brookeneer. Cookie Man throwing on the blinker. Oh, taking that low line is the Hunter on the inside. They're bar to bar coming down that 2 straightaway. Around the tower turn we go. The Cookie Man on the gas coming down that 3 straight. He's got things going his way. The Hunter out there in the 2 spot, and that's what we're looking at, folks. Top 2 riders moving on to that main event. Right now, it's all the Cookie Man on the gas coming down that back straightaway. Looking to take this 1-2 with the Hunter out there on the 2 spot. That's how it's going to go. 11 bike and the 1 bike. Ooh, the Hunter trying to get him at the line. Keep an eye on that main event. 9-10 out there, Moto 2, LB, Averill, Thompson, Hamilton, Schirkenbach. Well, same story here, guys. Top 2 riders moving on to that main event. So we bring it on back down that back straightaway. I think that's got to be Colton Averill, guys. Valparaiso, Indiana in the house. Valparaiso, Indiana in the house. Valparaiso. 37 bike moving on with him. So Thompson and Hamilton moving on. That's Valparaiso, Indiana. 9-10 local open, second rack on the track. Moto 3, Hoover, Bernard, Teague, Chow, and Cox. Coming on through, that's got to be the 2 bike moving on with a 34. That's Sage Hoover and the Silent Assassin, Grayson Cox. And I beg your pardon, that's the Nag 2. That's not just any 2 out there, the Nag 2 of Grayson. 4 out there, 11-12 local open. Reich, Rob, Hernandez, Petrell, and Rocket Ray. And that's got to be Mangler colors on the gas coming back this way. Rocket Ray Stewart, he's going to bring it on through with 1-2 with the 29 bike. Well, we got the wrong number on that plate, buddy.
I don't even know who it is. Okay.
The World 4 and the 44 moving on there out of Moto 5. Hey, Moto 4, our 2 qualifiers, Hernandez and Stewart. Somebody had the wrong number on that 2 spot. Got to get the right number on the bike, guys. We can't score you if you got the wrong number. So the State 1 and the 9 are moving on out of Moto 4. Moto 5, 6 coming on through. The State 6 and the 37 moving on. That's Gray. And Suter moving on there out of Moto 6. That was 13-14 local open. 2 racks of these guys on the track. This will be second of 2 up there, Moto 7. Here we go. Now, yeah, gates down. Looking at Dahl, Lee, Rivera, Massa, and Little Man Ramirez out there in this one. Coming down that first straightaway. Again, looking at 2 more moving on to that main event. We're going to stack it up 8 wide here in 13-14 local open. It's got to be more Mangler colors out there. The 1 bike, Caleb Dahl, Watertown, Wisconsin out front right now. He's got rip colors in that 2 spot. I think that's Hot Rod Lee in the State 4. Lee taking that high side in turn 3, coming down the back straightaway. Dahl, Lee, 1 and 2, and that's how it's going to go here. Caleb Dahl, Hot Rod Lee, moving on out of Moto 7. Moto 8 out there. Whoa, look out, State colors. Man, it's got to be the State 1 out there. It's got to be Gavin Farr taking that low line in Bermzilla. The Locomotive out there on the high side. They're moving into turn 3. Mormino, King, Farr, Dahl, Takanaga, Lakota out there. Lakota's going to get it back. So we bring it on that back straightaway. 2 riders moving on. Lakota's in there with the Gold Cup 3 putting on the gas. That's the King, the Missile, Mason King. Man, nice race out there. So Lakota and King are moving on. Out of Moto 8, 9 on the track right now, 21-25 local open. LB, Smith, Wright, Arrington, and Bennett. Sure is nice to have Mr. Christopher Wright back out here, Fly Zone colors. Chris, we missed you out here. Good to have you back in the house. Wright, Arrington, both moving on out of Moto 9. Oh, Chris, you got the wrong number on the plate. Can't score him, right?
Because otherwise, we'll get last place.
Christopher Wright, got to make sure you got the right number on that bike. Should have the 964 on there, Chris. Make sure you get the right number on there. 800 Girls Cruiser, Moto 10 coming back this way in a hurry. Oh, yeah, that's got to be the Gold Cup 2. Nice battle with the L bike there. That's Sunshine. Henderson gets the 2. That's Rainbows. Going to get the 3 out there. Out of Moto number 10. 11 on the track right now. 1720 Women's Cruiser. Melton, Whitby, Pearson, Baisley, and Shanahan. It's got to be your Nag 8. Ryland, Shanahan, Black Widow colors. Out front right now, Baisley shuts it down in that 2 spot. Steezy says, I'll move it right on in there. Steezy drove to the track today. I can't believe I saw that with my own eyes. Man, drove to the track. Eric had the seat reclined. She gave him a little nudge when we got here. He woke right up, got the camera out, ready to go. Sure is nice to have Eric Pearson back in the house. Man, I tell you what. He's been gone the last couple weeks. He's been sick, out of commission. He's back in action out here, guys. Make sure you tell him thank you and we appreciate him being out here. Moto 12 coming on through the Silent Assassin. He's going to take that 1 and 1 only out of Moto 12. 13 out there, 10 Cruiser heading down that 3 straight. Wallace, Averill, Hertel, and Williams. Again, got room for one more here in Moto 13 as we bring it on down that back straightaway. I think that's Fly Zone colors out there. Coming on through to the stripe. That's the 005, the Viper, Parker Williams. 14 out there, 13 Cruiser, Bungie, Henderson. And Henderson, frostbite in the storm out there in this one. Well, yeah, around that final turn, Happy Feet moving into that 2 spot. As we bring it on back, the 3 bike out front, the Storm. Happy Feet's going to get a 2 out there, and Frostbite will take a 3. Out of Moto 14. 15 out there, 16 Cruiser, Henderson, McMillan, and Henderson, Cobby. Well, as we bring it into that final turn and headed down that back straightaway, I think that's Misfit McMillan out there, Airborne BMX style. He's going to bring it on through on the 14 bike. Oh, that's Cobby Henderson. So Cobby Henderson taking that low point in the 14 bike out of Moto 15. 16 out there, 2130 Cruiser, Hausler, Peterson, Andrews, Barnes, and Ferguson. Again, 2 more spots up for grabs here, heading to that main event. Ferguson moving on through with Hausler on that 77 bike. Ferguson Hausler moving on out of Moto 16. 17 out there, 51-55. Stacked up this afternoon. Tell you what, Bertram Jr., Riley, Copeland, Elkin, Hiltz, and Wright. Oh, yeah, it's got to be the Gold Cup 1 out there. Copeland. Or should I say Copland, like they call him on the USA BMX live stream. Mr. Grindle. Copeland coming down that back straightaway. He's taking 1 more with him. He's got this one in control. Elkin's trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Smoking Joe lets him have it. Elkin taking that second qualifying spot with Copeland out of Moto 17. 18 out there, 56-60 Cruiser. Pulaski, Burke, Melton, and Mayfield. And that's got to be Melton out there on the top spot coming on that 3 straightaway. That's what we're looking at, guys. 1 spot up for grabs. Guys, Red Roof Building down there, Rockford BMX merchandise. Head on down there, pick you up a T-shirt. We got hoodies, we've got hats, the whole 9 down there. Stop down the Red Roof Building and see Troy. Guys, 100% volunteer operated down there in the Red Roof Building. All the proceeds go right back to the track. So stop down there and grab you something, some swag, hoodies, T-shirts, hats. We got a down rider back up to the pedals, and you guys are awfully quiet out there, Rockford. Yeah, right back on the move out there. 516 bike out front. We got the 58 in that 2 spot. Oh, yeah, Swinbank, Vians, St. Vincent, Scaduto, and Weagle out there. We got the 55 bike. Sunshine, St. Vincent back on the pedals. She needs a little more. Where are you guys at? Make some noise for her. Man, check out those new jerseys for Broke Folk Racing out there. Looking sharp. Oh, yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Again, we got room for 2 riders here. And the first rack of 2 and 500 novice. They're going to be staged up 8 wide come main event time. 516, Josie Vians coming back this way. The 516's in there with a 58 bike. Scaduto. Second rack out there, 5 and under novice. Oh, 313 bike, thought about it. That's Princess Whitlow. Princess everywhere but the BMX track, I hear. 5 and under novice. She will just take you right out in a turn, man. Whitlow, Matt, Campton, St. Clair, and Crocker. Yeah, need a little scoot there. Need a little scoot back up to the pedals. All right, we're moving out there. We got a battle going on in that 2 spot. Here we go. Coming on the back straightaway. 2 riders moving on to that main event as we bring it on home. We got the 408 bike. Well, we got the wrong number on that bike. The 313 bike is in there with the 514, Drew Campton. So that first place rider, we got the wrong number on that plate. We got to get that right number on that plate.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Yeah, we don't even know who that first rider was. You got to get the right number on that plate. Oh, gotcha. Lap traffic. 6 novice coming on through. We got Win on the 126 bike moving on with a 270 and Saucy Brossi on that 139. Yeah, 272. Bross and Win on the 126. 7 novice out there, Moto 22, Hernandez, Ramos, Newton, a little total points action for you. Guys, double check those number plates. Got to make sure we got the right numbers on the plates. Double check. Make sure it matches the number you registered with. Coming down that back straightaway. Total points action here in 7 novice. Moto 22. Got the 119 in there. Aiden Hernandez with the low point. Oh, the 123 is going to hold on to that 2 spot. Conrad Newton was on the gas. Almost took it away at the line, but Ramos got it. So Hernandez, Ramos, Newton, 1, 2, 3 out of Moto 22. 23 out there. 8 novice. Campton, Simmons, Tubbs, and Orton. Man, look at Meow Meow checking out Simmons. Big old lead for her. She brings it on back this way. Meow Meow on the gas. Taking that one and only out of Moto 23. 24 out there. 9 novice. Kadia Zimmerman. Riley Rodriguez, O'Leary Hall, and Isaac. Coming down that 3rd straightaway. Big lead out there. That's got to be Peyton Kadia, 197 bike. Getting it done out of McChesney Park, Illinois. Coming on back this way. Taking 2 more with him. So Kadia's in there with a top spot. We got Kegel's colors. Kinsley Zimmerman out there with a 30. She's in there. And 1 more spot up for grabs going to Jace Rodriguez in that 143 bike.
Something happened with race pants because the 2 pairs of pants I bought him at Grant.
10 novice, total points action here in 25. Chow, Hinderleiter, and Williams. That's got to be Zayden Williams out there, 217 bike on the top spot. This guy, guys, we're talking about Beginners League out here. May 6th, Beginners League. This is a former BMX, Rockford BMX Beginners League rider out here in the top spot. And this guy was just off to the races right away, getting win after win after win. He should be moving up here pretty soon to the intermediate ranks. 217, Zayden Williams, a guy born for BMX. 118, just like that, ka-chow. Man, Chow is going to get the 2 out there. Hinderleiter is going to get a 3. Man, ka-chow. He'll get you. 12 novice out there, 26. Max Swain and Kadia. What is going on with Sassy Pants Swain out here? Man. We got a winning streak going on? Whew. What do we got? Three or 4 in a row now? Man. 3 in a row, Sassy Pants Swain. Looking for a winning streak here with a 3rd win in a row. Jeez, I imagine all winter long she was like that scene in Rocky 5 where he's out there. It might have been Rocky 4. Man. 15 novice, 27 coming back this way. The 157 bike, Gage Bruner taking that one and only. You know that scene, Mark, where he's going to fight the Russian? I think that was Rocky 3, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. That was Sassy Pants all winter. She was moving logs there out in the yard, uphill, both ways, in the snow, no shoes. You know the deal. They got 28 locked and loaded up there, 21, 25 novice. Oh, we got down rider there in the first straightaway. Getting that down rider back to his feet. I think that's Alexander Crane down there, guys. Where? Yeah, that's all you got for him. Let's give him a little love out there. If I know this guy, he's probably going to want to get back to the pedals. No pressure, Alex. No pressure. That's up to you, buddy. All right, he's going to get it done on the pedals, guys. Let's hear it for him. Tough break down there in the first straightaway. He's back up. He'll dust it off. He'll be back up there second go-around. Word on the streets, he might be coming out here with an electric guitar and playing the national anthem in the next couple weeks. We'll see what happens. He's been practicing all winter for it. All right, 21-25 novice out there, Moto 28, Russell, LB, Collins, and Smith. Well, let's see who's got the whole shot out there. That's got to be the 320 bike, 326, Aiden Collins. And right here in Rockford, Illinois, heading down that 3 straightaway. We've got the GoPro out there in the 2 spot. Send us the footage, guys. You got the GoPro on out there? Send us the footage. We'll put it up on Facebook. And guys, Candy's walking around. She's got a Get Well card for Linda. If you see her, flag her down and sign that Get Well card for Linda. Linda will be back out here in the next couple weeks. Wishing you a speedy recovery, Linda. 26-35 novice out there, 29, O'Leary, Tubbs, and Bloom. I think that's Tubbs out front. Big lead from Todd Tubbs, the 485 bike. Checking out right now, 26-35 novice. Coming back this way. Todd, it looks like you have not missed a day of racing. Just still fast out there. Tubbs taking the low point. We get the 314 of O'Leary, and Bloomy Bloom will take the 3 out there in Moto 29. 30 on the track, 36-40 novice, James Whidbey, Falzone, and Shot. Now it's got to be Stephen James out there, 214 bike. In control of this one as we head down that 3 straightaway. Well, Stephen James coming down that back straight. James in the top spot. Looking to take that 1 and 1 only. Out of Moto 30, James going to get it done out there in 36-40 novice. 46-50 on the track right now. This is Moto 31, Bedford, Olszewski, Rodriguez, and Barnes. Well, yeah. Oh, good to see Phil back out here. Yeah, he says, I show up, Tom Fennessy. I'm here. You're not. I heard Tom's camping this weekend. It's fine. Got to take a little time every once in a while. Bringing it on back, JT Barnes, a 693 bike. He's going to take that 1 and 1 only out of Moto 31. 32, 7 inner out there. Blakely, Lakota, St. Vincent, Hassan, Dempsey, Mack, and Hall. 3 wide coming down that 2 straightaway. Oh, look out, getting a little loose as we head into turn 2. It's got to be the 44 bike out there, Elliott Hall. 22 Racing Colors on the top spot. I see that's St. Vincent out there on the bubble in the 3 spot. We got Lakota out there too. And that's what we're looking at. Top 3 riders, single file style. They go down that back straightaway. Top 3 moving on. St. Vincent trying to find his way in the top spot. As we bring it on back to 44, Elliott Hall with a run to the line. Lakota got him. But Lakota, St. Vincent, and Hall all moving on. Keep an eye on that 7 inner main event today, guys. That will be a barn burner. 8 inner out there, 33, Hernandez, Moore, Bernard Wallace, and Cowboy Bauer out here in this one. It's got to be Fly Zone Colors, Wallace on that top spot. Around the tower turn we go, 116 bike out there, Aiden Hernandez on the 2. So Wallace, Hernandez, 1 and 2. So we head down that 3 straightaway. Fly Zone Colors out front as we bring it on back. Wallace in control of this one, Hernandez out there with him. I think that's what we're looking at. Top 2 moving on to that main event. Wallace and Hernandez moving on out of Moto 33. When are we going to get the national anthem going on out here? He's got to put the work in, man. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. I love it. I will. I'm going to start showing up over there, not letting him leave. 9 inner, 34 out there. Barnes, Zinski, Henderson, and Ramos. No, got a bar-to-bar battle going on that back straightaway. Room for 1. Who's it going to be? 86 bike. Tyler Ramos. Man, Ramos got it done there out of 34. 35 on the track, 10 inner. Wallace, Wick, Schirkenbach, Farr, and Albee. Shout out to the LB family, Hobart, Indiana in the house, guys. Thanks for making the trek. More bars bumping down that back straightaway. We got Kegel's colors. Make room for the wild man, Wick. Moving on through with a State 5, Wallace. Wick Wallace. Moving on out of 35. 36 out there, 11 intermediate, Rob Ferry. Geiger, Tingham, Anderson, and Rob. Got Bradley Rob and Brianna Rob out here. Also the Rob family. Shout out to you guys all the way here from Lake Station, Indiana, folks. Thanks for making the trek. We appreciate y'all. Brianna Rob bringing it on through with the 54. Got you at the line. Oh, you got to keep pedaling past the line, man. Oh, Brianna Rob, Bradley Rob moving on to that main event. Again, guys, shout out to the Rob family all the way here from Lake Station, Indiana. Appreciate you guys. 37 coming on back. We got the 8 bike on the top spot. Easy in there with a State 5, Easton Myers. So English Myers. Both moving on out of Moto 37. 38 out there, 14 inner. Suter, Vance, Rivera, Tebessing, and Barnes. Well, yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. Boosted BMX colors out there. That's got to be Suter. Suter on the top spot as we bring it on down that back straightaway. Got room for 2. He's bringing one more with him. Suter's in there. Love that guy, I tell you. State 3, Hunter Vance. Portage, Indiana. Guys, I'm going to say shout out in general. Everybody in the house today from Indiana, man, thank you guys for coming out, making the hike out to Rockford, Portage, Indiana. The Vance family's here. So shout out to all you guys, all the Indiana riders in the house for making the trek out to Rockford today. Yeah, they got Val Passarazio's in the house, man, all over the place. Holloway. Nope, Niesman got it there, the 110 bike, Niesman. Taking that one and only out of 39. 40 out there, 17-20 inner. Oh, loaded up. 7 wide in this one. Flood, Goldsmith, Arrington, Scaduto, Bennett, Wick, and Albright. Looking for 3. Top 3 moving on. So you bring it on back. Arrington's in there with a 203 and 385. So Bennett, Albright both moving on with Arrington out of Moto 40. 41, 26, 35 intermediate, Scheider, Swinbank, Lambert, and Harold out there. What's going on with Adam Lambert? Man, I hear him laughing out there. Swinbank, 180 bike. Coming on through. He's going to get that one spot up for grabs here in 41, 26, 35. Let's go, Lambert. Come on, let's ramp it up out there. Come on, we got to get nasty here second go around. 42 on the track right now. This is 36-40 inner. Farnham, Scholes, Moore, Wynn, and Lawrence. Wynn out there in the 2 spot. As we round that 3rd turn, Wynn trying to hold on to that 2nd qualifying spot in the bubble. So bring it on down that back straightaway. 43 bike, Jason Lawrence in there with Wynn on the 106 bike. 43, 46, 50 intermediate. Man, I love those numbers. Troy Peterson, Madison, Wisconsin. Got the big old number plate. I love that number plate. Right, Kadia. Bertram Jr. and Schroba out there in this one. Look at this one coming back to the tower. 104 bike. You can see that one from Boone County. 104 is in there with that 1 of 2. And it looks like the 11 bike taking that 2nd spot. That's Fred Bertram Jr. All the way down here from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Guys, that was a Wisconsin moto. Madison, and I double-checked to make sure I said that right. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. No, we got a battle going on the back straightaway, 56 and over, intermediate. Wow, Pulaski with the hustle down that back straight. Kevin Pulaski. What? Did he just hit a white monster down there in the bike shop? Man. Pulaski on the gas. He's going to take that one and only out of Moto 44. I've tried every color of them, and the white one is the only one I could drink. I don't like the other ones. The orange one's okay, I guess. Yeah, those are okay. 8 girls expert coming on through Moto 45, the Gold Cup 3. Sunshine's going to get it done out there. Hey, Rainbows, tell your mom not to leave. I got to ask her a question before she leaves. I got to get a little information from you. 15-16 out there, Moto 46, coming back this way in a hurry. Room for 2, the World 6 in there with the Nag 8. Grace McMillan, Kaylee Ceresa both moving on out of Moto 46. 47 out there, 8 expert, Imormino, Denson, Buccaneer, Shanahan, James, and Hinderleiter. It's got to be the 11 bike out there. Well, these guys know how to battle out here at the Rock. The Cookie Man and the Hunter, James in that 2 spot, doing a little shopping. Cookie Man up front right now. And that's what we're looking at, room for 2. The Hunter, he's going to give it 120% down his back straightaway, trying to get him at the line. We're taking 2. But it's about the bragging rights here in first go around 11 and the 1 bike moving on. How about that? Tarn, the Hunter James, taking the number 1 plate for 2025. Good stuff. On both bikes, really? Man, nice work. 9 expert, 48, Shanahan, Cox, Teague, Hamilton, Bernard, Blakely, and Thompson looking at 3. So we bring it on through. We got the 2 bike, 52, and the 12 all moving on. That's the Nag 2. So Shanahan, Cox, and Thompson all moving on out of 48. 49 out there, 10 expert. Williams, Imormino, Bauer, Averill, Hoover, and Hertel. Man, checking out right now. Coming on that 3 straightaway. We got Bauer in that 2 spot. Always good to see the Bauers back out here, Daryl. Makes my day better when Daryl's running through the infield. 1 bike, that's Imormino. He's going to take that 1 and 2, followed by the Marley Man showing up today. Bauer, tough class and 10 expert. Bauer's in there. 50 out there. This is 11 expert. Manuel, Buccaneer, Shanahan, Ferry, and Klatt. Down that 3 straightaway we go. You know who it is. The Z-Man, Zayden Buccaneer, Yorkville, Illinois. He's got things going his way as he usually does, coming down that back straightaway. Got the Nag 6 in there, Ryland Shanahan with him. Zayden, what's up? We gonna get a Nag number on that bike, a world number? World number 1, Zayden Williams. 51 out there, stacked up, and 12 expert for Terrell, Nayland, Henderson, Lawrence, Stewart, Ceresa, and Hernandez. Boosted colors. Out front right now, boosted colors coming out on that 3rd straightaway in the final turn. That's got to be Nayland. Taking 2 more with him. Nayland, 44 bike, bringing it on back this way. Man, Liam Nayland showing up today. The 9 bike's in there with him in the 6. So Rocket Ray and Frostbite Henderson. How about Liam Nayland putting in the work, taking that first go-around, first transfer spot. And 12 expert. 13X out there, Moto 52, Manuel, King, Massa, Bungie, Gray, Imormino, and Larson out there. And this one's got to be the 5 bike. Kyle Massa on the top spot. Around that 2nd turn we go. We got Rip Colors out there in the 2. It's got to be the Jaguar, Jack Larson. We're taking 3 out there. Guys, if you've got a sponsor on the bike, make sure you let them know in registration so it can go on the moto sheets here. We got to know who we're riding for out there. Kyle Massa, 5 bike in there with a 56 and the 35. Bungie, Larson, Massa getting it done for Dirt Addiction out there. Moto 52. 53, 14 expert. Lee, Dahl, Moore, and Little Man Ramirez out there. Oh, yeah, Ramirez on that 3 spot. Got Mangler Colors out there in the top spot. Caleb Dahl on the 1 bike. Watertown, Wisco bringing it on back. He's going to get that 1 and 1 only out of Moto 53. 54 out there, 15 expert, Imormino, Farr, Dawson, Takanaga, McMillan, Lakota. I thought these expert classes might be a little bit lighter here with the race going on in Minnesota, but not the case. Stacked up for some good expert mains here today. Taking 2 here out of Moto 54, the Locomotive is going to bring it on home with, looks like, the 2 bike. The Wild Thing, Caleb Dawson. Portage, Indiana in the house. 55 out there, 16 expert. Around that 2nd turn we go. Simpson, Dahl, Schroba, King, Sterling, and Henderson. I think that's Jason Sterling out there. Gold Cup 1 colors coming on that back straightaway. Taking 1 with him. Top 2. Moving on. Sterling in there with a 2 bike of Brady Simpson. Again, Sterling here from Valparaiso, Indiana. What's it called again? Valparaiso. Valparaiso, Indiana. Taking that 1, 2 spot. Simpson, Sterling out of 55. 56 coming on back, 17-20 expert. Basage, the Cyborg getting things done. He's going to take that 1 spot out of Moto 56. 57 out there. Ooh, here we go. Bar to bar on the 2 straightaway. This is 26-35 expert. Hathcock, Wright, Fortner. Well, yeah, we got Fortner on the top spot. Wright says, man, those guys got fast. Man, Fortner coming on back down that back straightaway. Hathcock on the 2 spot. And I believe that's how it's going to go. Fortner, Hathcock, and Wright out of Moto 57. 58 out there, 41-45, Expert, Ramos, Street, Zimmerman, Scaduto. Oh, yeah, that's got to be the 72 bike out there, Ernie Ramos. You know, Aaron Foster's watching the live feed right now, just assessing everybody's improvement from last week. Ramos, 72 bike up front right now. Coming back this way, it looks like Ramos going to get that 1 spot. Scaduto, Foster's on the phone right now saying, Scaduto better get serious second go around. If I look at the phone, there's going to be a message there, I guarantee. 51-55, Elkin, Copeland, Yankee, Burke, Hiltz, and Melton. Oh, yeah, Melton back there in the 3 spot. Man, we got room for 2 here. I think that's Copeland up front, Mark, Melton in that 2 spot, trying to get him back. So we come on back this way to the tower, the Gold Cup 1 and the 12 moving on. Melton and Copeland. All right, that brings us to our Strider Riders, a.k.a. AAA Pros. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Strider Riders showing up in the house. Looking for you guys. Oh, we don't even have them up there yet. Strider Riders. First go-rounds, time to go. Time to go. Need you in staging. Looking at Elsa Schott, Lincoln Swinbank, and Zella Riley here.
So this Jace Demat.
Guys, all the Strider trophies, again, everybody that signs up and competes in the Strider class participation, they all go home with trophies. They've all got some little positive notes and positive messages written on the trophies there instead of places that they finish. So everybody going home with a trophy in the Strider class, you're going to have your own little custom positive message of encouragement written on the trophy there instead of what place you finished. That's more important anyways. So check out those trophies, guys. You'll have a little message on there for you with some positive words and encouragement from all of us here at Rockford BMX.
Motors are live.
All right, guys, second go-round. Motos are live, rockfordbmx.com. Make sure you refresh those browsers, guys, and second go-round is live at rockfordbmx.com. Nelson's getting them sorted out up there. I think we're going to combine up 2 of these classes here.
Aeneas Clark. We need Aeneas Clark.
Hey, we need Aeneas Clark. Aeneas Clark, 091 bike. We're looking for you in the gate. Aeneas Clark, looking for you in the gate. We'll give it just a second here. 091 bike, Aeneas Clark, looking for you in the gate. I'm not seeing anything, Nelly. Nope, coming. Aeneas Clark. We got you out there anywhere? Okay, Carson Crocker is not going to race the Strider because he's going to be a big boy today and race the pedal bike. Nice work, Carson. All right, Aeneas Clark. One more time, last call, Aeneas Clark. If not, we're going to go ahead and run it. No, okay, we're going to go ahead and run it. Nelson, good chance Aeneas might be at the Cone Ice trailer. You never know. A much better option. All right, looks like we got Elsa Schott, Lincoln Swinbank, Zella Riley, Aiden Arrington, and Bo Whitlow, and Sawyer St. Clair. Here we go. Gate is down, and we're rolling out there. Oh, who we got out front there? They don't have a number plate. Is that Swinbank? Is that Lincoln? Okay, that's Lincoln Swinbank out there. That guy's so fast, they have not yet made a number plate that'll stay on his bike. Haven't made one yet. It flies right off of there every lap. Swinbank 408 bike on the inside. He's got things going his way as we come down that 2 straightaway. Oh, yeah, Swinbank. Look at that 3 spot. We got pigtails coming out of the helmet. Good stuff. 399 bike. That's Elsa Schott out there. St. John, Indiana in the house, guys. Oh, yeah. 242 bike out there. That's Zella Riley. We got the Mohawk in 4th. We got the 442 out there. That's got to be Sawyer St. Clair. Around that second turn we go and headed down the 3 straight. And we got a paddle battle going on down that 3 straight, bar to bar. Yeah, yeah. Still Swinbank out there. We're getting lined up with our 3rd class, Ezra Weigel, Emmett Hall, Piper Bross, and Casey Miller. Watch out for Piper Bross. Man, she'll put you in the creek. She'll put you right in the creek. He's going to be out, Nelson. He's not here. Yep. Well, Swinbank coming on through. Nice job. Nice job, Lincoln. We got the 399 Elsa Schott coming on through in the 2 spot. Again, here from St. John, Indiana. Nice job, Elsa. Check it out. We got the Mohawk coming in fast. I think that's the 465 Aiden Arrington out there. Got the Mohawk, got the helmet on backwards. That's all right. I've been there. 242 bike Zella Riley out there. Look at those ponytails coming out of that helmet. Nice job, all the Strider riders out there. We got the 3rd class on the track right now. I'm telling you, look out, Piper Bross on the move out there. She will run you high in the turn, and you will end up at the horse farm. So look out. Coming down that 2 straightaway, I think that's Casey Miller out there, the 5. That's a 471. Ezra Weigel out there. We got the 610. Emmett Hall on the 610 bike. Piper Bross out there with the paddle power on that second turn. John Bross invested in a step counter last week, so he's battling last week's steps every weekend out here. Piper moving up, trying to catch that second place rider. That's got to be the 471. Ezra Weigel coming on that 2 straightaway. Nice job, Ezra. Keep it going. You got it. Might need a scoot here on the 3rd straightaway. Nice job, Strider Riders. Again, all the trophies today coming with some positive words of encouragement on there. So check out your trophies, guys. You'll have some positive words out there for you. So we bring it on back down to that finish line. That's the 332 bike out there, 532. Casey Miller, nice job. The 610 Emmett Hall coming on through. Big smile to top it off. Nice job, Emmett. I think that's got to be the 525. Piper Bross coming on through. She's racing Dad. She's racing Dad. Oh, she got him. She beat you, John. She says, pick it up round 2. Pick it up round 2. Nice job, Piper. Guys, shout out to all of our Strider riders. The riders just as much as the parents out there, man. They're putting in the steps, putting in the laps. Nice job, Striders. And parents as well. Guys, second go-rounds coming up here. Might want to start heading back to staging. Second go-rounds coming up next. Hey, we need to see Caden Chow. Caden Chow, we're looking for you. It's about your Moto 3. That'll be coming up quick. Caden Chow.
No, he didn't.
Somebody else in that moto though?
All right, second go rounds locked and loaded up there. Moto 1, 7-8 local open. Here we go.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. So
All right, Moto 1 out there, gates down, and we are rolling. Denson, Waldron, Blakely, and Chucky Moore out there. Look at this, bar to bar, heading into Bermzilla. Waldron in the inside. Denson trying to go for that high-low move out there. Bar to bar down the 2 straightaway. Waldron in the inside. Denson trying to catch her. We'll see what happens here down the 3rd straightaway. On a Moto 1 here, we're taking 3 to that main event. Well, yeah, headed down the 3 straight. That final turn, that's got to be Waldron out there in the top spot again. Top 3 moving on. Denson in there with her. We got Fly Zone colors out there. I think that's Madison Blakely trying to hold on to the 3 spot. And that's how it's going to go. Waldron, Denson, and Blakely all moving on out of Moto number 1. Moto 2 out there, 9-10 local open. Albi, Averill, and Schirkenbach. Not a total points race, folks. We're taking 2. Top 2 riders moving on to that main event. In and out of that 3rd turn, we going down the back straightaway. We got the State 2 bike, Gunnar Schirkenbach on the bubble in that 2 spot. He's going for it all. Schirkenbach coming on back this way with a 58 bike. Bugsy, Colton Averill, both moving on out of Moto 2.
12 and 37. Okay.
So Schirkenbach, Averill, both moving on out of Moto 2. 3 out there, 9-10 local open. Looking at Bernard, Teague, and Chow. Coming down that back straightaway. That's got to be boosted colors out front right now on the 25 bike. Moving on with the 128. So Teague and Bernard moving on out of Moto 3. 9-10 local open. That one will be 8 wide come main event time, guys. 11-12 out there. 2 racks in this one. This will be 8 wide come main event time. Moto 4 out there. We're looking at Reich, Rob, and Futrell. It's got to be Sam J coming back this way in the 47 bike. Futrell's in there with the 8 bike. Brianna, Rob, both moving on at a Moto 4. 5 out there. Second rack of 11-12 local open. Oh, man, 8 wide come main time. Can't wait for this one. Should have Lawrence, Ferry, and Ceresa out there. That's got to be the 3 bike. Owen Lawrence on the top spot coming on that 3 straightaway, 15 bikes. Ceresa out there in the 2 spot. So Lawrence, Ceresa, Firewater Racing colors out there in the top spot as we round that 3rd turn and headed down the back straightaway. Yeah, Firewater colors out there. With the 1 and 2, 15 bike of Jake Ceresa taking that 2nd qualifying spot out of Moto 5. Guys, feels good to say, as always, we've got Eric Pearson down there in the infield, camera in hand, shooting photos for us today. He'll post those up on our Facebook page per usual tonight. So all you riders from out of town racing with us, Eric does this for us every week, week in and week out here, taking the photos, capturing all the moments and memories and posting up free of charge, guys, on the Facebook page. So do us a favor. He's got a little tab on his website on the far right, on the bottom, that says, buy me a cup of coffee. You can donate a couple bucks to Eric there. Throw him a couple dollars. He stays up late editing all those photos he takes, all free of charge, guys. We're lucky for him to be here. EricLeePearson.com. It'll be on our Facebook page tonight. So throw him a couple dollars and let him know you appreciate having him out here. All right, Moto 7 out there. Looks like little man Ramirez is a no-show. So Rivera and Massa. What you see on the track, that's what we got moving on. Eric, how you been feeling? Back to normal or still getting there? At least the kitchen looks nice in the process. That's all I'm saying. 15-16 local open, Moto 8. Coming out on that first straightaway, 3 wide, going into Bermzilla. Oh, here we go. A little bump, a little run down there. Imormino, Fard, Takanaga, and Dahl. It's got to be the T-bike out front. It's got to be Braden Imormino coming out on that 3 straightaway. Takanaga, he dives into that top spot. Again, top 3 moving on. All 3 of these guys out of the 4 moving on to that main event. We got the K bike in there, Takanaga, the T bike, and the stick.
Oh, no, 3. Yeah, so Far's out.
Chase Dahl got him at the line. Man. So it looks like Takanaga, Imormino, and Chase Dahl got him at the line. You got to keep pedaling. Man, happens every week out here. 21-25 local open motor number 9, LB, Smith, and Bennett. Coming down that back straightaway, room for two. As we bring it on back to the line, Bryce Bennett's in there, Janesville, Wisconsin in the house. We got the 116 bike, Trevor LB, both moving on out of Moto 9. 10 out there, oh no. A couple riders down in that 2 straightaway. Rainbows goes around the wreckage. She's off to the races out there. And this is a total points race, so every lap counts out there, guys. We got both down riders back up. Where you at, Rockford? I tell you what, it doesn't get a bit more serious than 8 and under girls cruiser. That's a tough class out there. Rainbows is off the track. Oh no. Rainbows, they're coming. Oh, we're going to get her checked out. She got a little sideways down there. So we're still racing out there. Coming back this way, we got Sunshine on the gas trying to get the line. Here we go. L-Bike in the Gold Cup. 2 is going to get the low point. Rockford BMX, we got 3 riders down out there, back up and still sprinting to the line. Let me tell you something about 8 and under girls cruiser. Unbelievable. Nice job out there. We're getting Rainbows checked out on that back straightaway. Hey, while we're at it, how about a big shout out for our Rockford BMX track crew? I just watched those guys sprint across the track to check out that downed rider. Nice job out there, guys. We're lucky to have you. Moto 11 coming back this way. We got Baisley in there with a 1 and Melton both moving on. So Melton, Baisley at a Moto 11, 1720 women's cruiser. 9 cruiser out there, moto number 12. It's got to be the 176 bike. Zyler Zinski on the inside the line. He's got the 1 spot locked and loaded here with Wallace on that 2, and that's what we're looking at, guys. Top 2 riders moving on to the main. Battle up front, Zinski and Wallace. Cedar Rapids, Iowa in the house, guys. Shout out to everybody in the house from Iowa today out here at the Rock. Well, Zinski bringing it on back this way with Wallace on the 714 bike. Out of Moto 12. 13 out there, 10 cruiser on the track right now. Looks like we got a little boat ride out there. Wallace Hertel. We should have Averill out there. Yeah, no Colton Nelson? All right, Colton's a no-show. So got a boat ride out there, guys. 713 bike and the State 1 will be moving on here out of Moto 13. This is 10 cruiser. So a little boat ride out there in 10 cruiser. Somebody was a no-show. So both of those fellas moving on to that main event. 14 on the track right now, 13 cruiser. First go around, the Storm got the low point. Bungie got a 2, Happy Feet, and Frostbite got a 3 out there. Right now the Storm got things going his way. Around that second turn we go and heading to that final turn. Total points action. Might have a little repeat of first go around going on here. So we bring it on back down that back straightaway. That's how it's going to go, folks. The Storm, Happy Feet's going to get the 2 and the 17 of Frostbite with a 3 out there, Moto 14. 15 on the track right now, 16 cruiser. First go around, looks like Kavi Henderson got the low point out there. The Melanster got the 2 and Misfit McMillan got the 3. I tell you what, there's nothing better than BMX nicknames. Nothing better. I love it. Coming back this way, the 14 bike. Going to get it done one more time. Ooh. The 10 got the 2. Misfit McMillan got the 2 out there, and Melanster got the 3, so they'll be all tied up 5 points each. 16 on the track right now, 21-30 cruiser. Looking at Peterson, Andrews, and Barnes. That's got to be Andrews out front right now. Peterson in that 2 spot. Around that third turn we go, and headed down the back straightaway. Again, top 2 riders moving on to that main event. Andrews is in there with the 3 bike, Troy Peterson. Thanks for coming down from Madtown, Troy. Shout out to Madtown. Anybody in the house from Madison? 17 out there, 51-55 cruiser. Looking at Bertram Jr., Riley, Hiltz, and Wright. That's got to be Smoking Joe in control of this one. Riley on the bubble in that 3 spot. He's got trouble on the outside as we head into that final turn. Oh, look out. Setting it up for a drag race down the back straightaway. Smoking Joe's in there. Hilton taking that 1 of 3. We got the 72 in there. Here comes Riley. 4-biker Riley taking that 3rd spot out of Moto 17. Oh, I said 72. Looked like it was a 12. 56-60 out there, Moto 18. Pulaski, Burke, and Mayfield, a.k.a. the best dressed man in BMX out there in the 2 spot. Pulaski getting it ramped up down that back straightaway, trying to find his way in the mix. 22 bike. Burke is in there. Here comes Pulaski. Oh! Did he get it?
He did not.
Mayfield holds on to it by an eyelash. Back straight Pulaski. Gave it a run, but Mayfield's going to hold on to it. 5 and under novice out there, first rack on the track. Swinbank, St. Vincent, and Weagle out there in this 155 bike. That's got to be Sunshine, St. Vincent. On the top spot, we got the 200 bike, Theo Weagle out there. 408 bike, that's Lincoln Swinbank. Is Lincoln doing double duty today? Cruiser, or Strider, and the pedal bike. And is this his first pedal bike race? Wow, first pedal bike race, guys, for Lincoln Swinbank. Where we at? Let's keep him moving out there. First time ever on the pedal bike. Nice job, Lincoln. Coming down that back straightaway, the 55 bike, Sunshine, St. Vincent. Going to move on through with the 1 of 2, followed by the 200 bike. That's Theo Weagle out there out of Moto 19. Second rack, Moto 20 in the track right now, 5 and under novice. That's got to be the 482 bike out there. Peaches Mac. Peach is on the top spot. We got Carson Crocker out there in the 2, that 282 bike. And it's looking like Landon St. Clair in the 270. The battle's going to be for that second qualifying spot here in our second rack of 5 and under novice, guys. That one's going to be 8 wide. We're going to give you some pro introductions come main event time for 5 and under novice. Oh, eyes to the back straight. We got a 3-way battle going on. Here we go. Coming down that back straightaway to the stripe. Room for 2. Who's it going to be? The 270 bike, Landon St. Clair. And the 282 bike's going to get it done. 482. Nope, 282. That's Carson Crocker, Landon St. Clair moving on. Man. Guys, keep an eye on that main event. 6 novice out there in Moto 21. Looking at Whitlow, Schott, Geiger, Tingham. And Lightning Lily. Nayland getting a down rider sorted out there in the 3rd straightaway. But coming on back to the tower, 26 bike. And the 259. So Nayland's in there, Schott's in there. And we're still racing. We got down riders all over the place in this one. Coming down that back straightaway, again, room for 1 more rider moving on to the show. And it's looking like it's going to be the 192 of Tyrion Whitlow in there. Nice job. Nice hustle, Tyrion. Way to get back up and get it done. 22 out there, 7 novice. Total points race. First go around, Aiden Hernandez got the low point out there. Dominic Ramos got a 2, and Conrad Newton got a 3. So right now, Ramos in that 3 spot. Conrad Newton's got the 2 spot going his way, so he's looking to tie things up. And we'll see what happens here as we round that final turn and head down the back straight. Guys, again, Red Roof Building, Rockford BMX merchandise down there. Go down there and see Troy. We got hoodies, we got T-shirts, we got hats. Stop down there, pick something up, support your local BMX track. So the 119 got things done out there. Newton on the 215 got the 2, and the 123 taking the 3 out of Moto 22. 23 out there, 8 novice on the track right now. Looking at Campton, Tubbs, and Orton. Yeah, top 2 moving on to that main event. 3 on the track, 2 moving on. As we head around that final turn and down the back straightaway, let's see what we got here. Across the line and to the stripe we go. We got the 225 and the 262 in there. So we got Tubbs and Campton moving on out of Moto 23. 24 on the track right now, 9 novice. Gunnar Hall, JP O'Leary, Riley. Hiroyoshi, oh boy. Dan, you want to take a stab at that one?
They spelled it for me. They didn't even pronounce it. That is
Isaac.
Yeah.
Coming down that back straightaway.
Hero
We're going with Isaac.
I'm gonna vote this kid because Noah is registered.
Coming on back this way, the 533. Gunnar Hall's in there with a 1 of 3. We got the 278 bike, JP O'Leary. One more spot up for grabs. The 234, Dakota Riley moving on. 25 out there, 10 novice. Total points race, first go round. Zayden Williams on the 217 bike got the low point. Williams coming on that back straightaway, the Z man.
It wasn't even last place. Or like,
Williams getting things done out here. He's going to get another low point. You better stay on the gas, Z. You got a rider right there in the 2 spot trying to take it away. Kachow.
2-3-1.
Hinderleiter going to get the 3 out there. You got to stay on that gas, Zay. Oh, you better remember. Coach Mark, he's going to be on you about that one. 12 novice, got a down rider back up to the pedals, looking for some love out there, the 43 bike. That's got to be Olivia Mack. We'll get her moving. Got a battle going on here. Drag race to the line, the 34 bike. Sassy Pants Swain. Getting it done out there in the top spot. Kadia's going to get a 2. Mack will take a 3. Man, Sassy Pants showing up again. Trying to lock in that 3rd win in a row out here. 15 novice on the track right now. Moto 27. Crane, Bungie, Velarde. Crane had a tough crash first go-around. He's got things in control second go-around here as we head to that final turn. Crane taking one more with him. Looks like Velarde there in the 2 spot. Around that final turn we go and headed towards the tower. Crane's in there with Velarde. Out of Moto 27. 28 out there. 21-25 novice. Got the 116 bike out front. Trevor Albee. Russell out there and Smith with him. Popped the clutch in turn 1, but we got it under control. We're back moving out there. Trevor Albee got things going his way. Around that final turn we go and headed this way towards the tower. Yeah, it's got to be the 116. Albee's in there. One spot. Got the GoPro footage out there. Send us the video. 572 of Matt Smith moving on, taking that second spot there on Moto 28. 29, 26, 35 novice. Yeah, it's got to be the 485 bike. Todd Tubbs out there. Patrick O'Leary and Bloomy Bloom. First go around, that's how things went. Tubbs, O'Leary, Bloom, 1, 2, 3 is what we had.
You said
Sometimes it's like you jinx things up here. I don't mean to. Yeah, Tubbs in there with a low point, the 485 bike. He's got things in control here. The 314 bike out there. O'Leary with a 2 and Bloomy Bloom with a 3 out of Moto 29. 30 out there. 36-40 novice on the track right now. Looking at Whidbey, foul zone and shot. Well, down that 3rd straightaway. Whidbey in that 2 spot, trying to hold on to that 2nd qualifying spot. So we head down that back straightaway. Oh, a little bobble, but we saved it here. Coming back to the stripe, the 274. Eli Schatz in there with Whidbey on the 25 bike. $46.50 novice out here. Moto 31. Looking at Bedford, Olszewski, and Rodriguez. Coming on that back straightaway, one-on-one battle. That 376 and the 154. I'm going to say it was a dead even tie, and it's got to be figured out in the mains. Got to figure it out. Too close to call. So that one, both riders crossing the line. We'll be moving on to that main event, Rodriguez and Bedford. 32 out there, 7 intermediate. Looking at Blakely, Hassan, Dempsey, and Connor Mack. 4 riders on the track, 3 riders moving on. We'll see what's going on here as we head down that back straightaway. Again, top 3 moving on. We got the the 115. We got the 90 in there and the 156 all moving on. Hassan Dempsey and Connor Mack Attack all getting things done there out of Moto 32. 33 out there, 8 intermediate. Looking at Cowboy, Bauer, Moore, Scrappy Bernard. Hell yeah, down that 3rd straightaway. Cowboy Bauer. He didn't wear the boots today, and that's totally fine because I believe those are quite unsafe to race BMX in. Bauer, he's in there with a 1 and 2 with a 150 bike. Chucky Moore. You tell a guy called Cowboy Bauer he shouldn't wear cowboy boots? Good luck. 9 inner, 34 out there, Barnes, Zinsky, and Henderson. In and out of that final turn we go. Top 2 moving on to that main event, so we bring it on back to the stripe. Let's see, that's a little bitty 35 in the 2. 35 in the 2, that's got to be Zinsky and Henderson moving on there out of Moto 34. 35, 10 intermediate. Schirkenbach far and Al B. Again, 3 riders on the track, 2 riders moving on. So we head down that back straightaway. Got state colors out there in the 2 spots. Got to be Schirkenbach, and up front, 87 bike Dayton Farr, both moving on out of Moto 35. 36 out there, 11 intermediate. Ferry, Geiger, Tingham, and Rough Riding Rye out there. Anderson on that 3 spot. Right now it's all Geiger, Tingham out there. Chris Ferry. Portage, Indiana, guys. Sprocket King's in the house. Shout out to Portage, Indiana for showing up today and racing the rock. We got the 16 bike, Chris Ferry, and the 37 bike, Miley Geiger, Tingham. Both moving on. 37 out there, 13 intermediate. Scuduto, Reich, Zimmerman. Headed down that 3 straightaway. That's got to be Cam Jam, 152 bikes, Zimmerman. Kegel's Bike Shop colors. Guys, Kegel's Bikes down there, no lines. Stop down and see them. Ton of new grips, ton of new gloves, number plates, the whole 9 down there. Kegel's Bike Shop for all your Go Fast needs. Make sure you stop in and say what's up. Pick up something from one of the best bike shops, if not the best bike shop in the world. Kegel's Bikes. 14 inner, 38 out there, Rivera, Tebessing, and Barnes. Sharkbait in control of this one. He's got the big lead going on out there. I think that's Tebessing. And the 2 spot out of Moto 38. So we bring it on back this way. Sharkbait's in there. Tebessing's going to get the 2 out of Moto 38. 39 out there, 15 inner. Holloway, Clatton, English. Banana Man got things going his way. S squared colors on the top spot. We're taking one more with him. Holloway, the battle's going to be for 2 out there. I think that's Bluebird, English. Madison, Clatt. Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, and Silver Lake, Wisconsin. The battle of Beaver Dam and Silver Lake. Let's see who comes out on front. 158 bike of Holloway's in there with a 1. Silver Lake, Wisconsin. Getting it done out there. That's Bluebird, Bailey, English. 40 out there, 17-20 intermediate. Flood, Goldsmith, Scuduto, and the Postman, Wick. Top 3 moving on. Battle's going to be in the back. Kegel's Bike Shop colors on that 3 spot, trying to hold on to it. Here comes the Postman. Well, yeah, across the line into the stripe we go. We got the 60 bike in there, the 122, and the Speed Queen's going to get it done. Are these numbers getting smaller every weekend, or am I getting older every weekend? Both. 26-35 inner out there. Scheider, Lambert, and Harold. Now Lambert, now he's ramping things up. Lambert in that 2 spot. Yeah. I told you he's got it in him. Coming back this way, the 537. There we go, Lambert. Now we're talking. I mean, he's lucky that Pat's such a nice guy, though, and let him have that second qualifying spot. Scheider, Lambert, both moving on. Out of Moto 41, 42 out there. This is 36-40 inner. Farnham, Scholes, and Moore. Around that 3rd turn we go. Anybody's race out there. Scholes in the 3 spot trying to find his way. Oh, here we go. Scholes digging deep. Coming back this way. He's going to get it done. Scholes out there with a 337 of Farnham. Hell yeah, ramping things up. Trying to fill in those last few spots in the mains. Guys, we've got a handful of full gates come main event time. Can't wait. 46-50 out there. Schroba, Kadia, and Wright. Coming down that back straightaway, that's Kadia on the top spot. Schroba on that 2 spot as we bring it on home. Kadia, Schroba. Moving on out of 43. 44 out there, 56 and over inner. Takanaga, Melton, and Bloom. Well, that's got to be Melton in that 3 spot, trying to find her way in. Bloom in the 2. Fly Zone colors in the top spot. It's got to be Takanaga out there. Well, yeah, as we head around down that back straight. Again, top 2 moving on. Takanaga's in there with Bloom, as Linda likes to call him, Blossom Bloom, on the 98 bike. .45 out there. This is 8 girls expert, Walgren Henderson and Isla Henderson. Headed down that back straightaway. Oh, yeah. Battle to the stripe. Here we go. The 1 and the 3. Oh. Again, I think it was a dead, even tie. We got to figure it out in the mains, man. Figure it out in the mains. So Henderson, Flora, and Isla both moving on out of Moto 45. 46 out there, 15-16 girls expert. Mika Manahano, Parham, and Steezy Pearson. Coming back this way, Meekum's in there. Manahano's in there. And Parham taking that 3rd spot out of Moto 46. 47, 8 expert. Imormino, Denson, Shanahan, and Hinterleiter. It's got to be Mangler colors out there. The Rocket, Imormino on that 5 bike. Again, taking the top 3 riders moving on to that main event. Oh, yeah. Guys, Red Roof Building. Get down there. Get you some Rockford BMX merchandise. T-shirts, hoodies, hats. Stop down, pick something up. Here we go. Top 3 moving on. Anybody's race out here. The 5 bikes in there. 22 at Denson and 25 all moving on. So Hinterleiter, Denson, Imormino moving on to the show. 9 expert, 48 out there. Teague, Hamilton, Bernard, and Blakely. Around that final turn we go. Got a battle going on for that 3rd qualifying spot. Bernard trying to hold on to it. Bringing it on back to the stripe. 33 bikes in there. We got the 25. Oh, and he got it done out there. Bernard, 128 bike, holding on to that 3rd qualifying spot out of Moto 48. 49 on the track right now. This is 10 expert. Williams, Averill, Hoover, and Hertel. Battles on for that 3rd qualifying spot in the back. Headed down that back straightaway. We're going to battle it out for the bragging rights here. Oh, yeah, the 34 and the State 1 are in there. One more spot up for grabs. Who's it going to be? The State 3 is going to get it done. That's going to be the Menace. Skylar Hertel taking that 3rd qualifying spot. 11 expert out there, Moto 50. Manuel, Ferry, and Klatt. Top 2 moving on. Top 2 moving on. Here on a Moto 50 as we head down that back straightaway. The S-squared colors of the 64 bike. Andrew Manuel's in there. One more spot up for grabs. The 6 bike of Michael Ferry. Both moving on out of Moto 50. Well, turn the page. 51, 12 expert out there right now for Trell, Lawrence, Ceresa, and Sia Hernandez. Coming on that back straight, that's Futrell. Got things going his way as we bring it on through. Cross the line. And to the stripe, Futrell's in there. Hernandez is in there. And the 15 bike of Jake Ceresa all moving on out of 51. 52 out there, 13 expert. Looking at Manuel, King, Gray, Imormino. In and out of that final turn and headed down the back straight. That's got to be the State 6 out there. Former Rockford BMX track champ. L.C. Gray, he's in there with a 102. The 76 going to get it done out there. Lovable Liam taking that 3rd qualifying spot out of Moto 52. 53 out there, 14 expert. Ramirez, Lee, and Moore. That's got to be a little man out there in the 2 spot. Lee in the top spot. Again, not a total points race, guys. We're taking 2. That's how it's going to go. Hot Rod in there with the 295 bike on Moto 53. 15 expert. Imormino, Farr, Takanaga, and Misfit McMillan out there. Single file style down that 3rd straightaway. Looking at top 3 riders moving on to that main event. As we round that 3rd corner. Oh, a move's being made out there. Here we go. State colors coming on through. That's Gavin Farr. He's going to take the 22 bike and the K. Takanaga. McMillan, Takanaga, Farr all moving on out of 54. 55 out there, 16 expert. Henderson, Dahl, Schroba, and King. That's got to be Gold Cup colors. The Gold Cup 3 out there. Mason King. Got things going his way as we round that final turn. Again, top 3 moving on. King taking that 1 of 3, all bunched up here. Here we go to the stripe. The 42 and the 102. Schroba and Henderson holding on to those 2 qualifying spots behind the missile, Mason King. 17-20 out there, 56. We're going to get Simpson, Rogers, and Malman headed down that 3 straightaway. X-Man on the 2 spot, trying to hold on to that second qualifying spot. Behind Lucas Roberts on the 32 bike. Roberts going to get the 1 of 2 right in front of Malman out there in Moto 56. 57, oh yeah, 26-35 expert out there. Kegel's Bike Shop Colors, that's got to be Hathcock in the top spot. Fortner, he's out there running 2 right on the 3 spot. Guys, Kegel's Bikes, they got some new jerseys on the way, so check out those new jerseys coming here in the next couple weeks. Oh, Hathcock trying to hold on to it. Here comes Fortner! Oh, got him at the line. Fortner holding on to that low point one more time out there. Hathcock will get a 2 and Wright a 3 out of Moto 57. Oh, look out! Zimmerman to the inside. Here we go. Kegel's Bike Shop Moto. Mac Daddy Matty. We got Zimmerman and the Scud Missile. Scuduto out there. Oh, Rockford. Where are we at for the Scud Missile? Here we go. Coming down that back straightaway. Zimmerman, Scuduto moving on through. That sounds like it'd be an Olympic race out there. Olympic main event. That's exactly what it'd sound like when Scuduto's on the track. 51-55 on the track right now. Main moto second go around 59. Elkin, Yankee, Berkey, and Smokin' Joe Hiltz. Top 3 moving on, guys. Say it one more time. Eric Lee Pearson out there taking the hot shots all day. He'll have them posted up tonight on the Facebook page. Throw him a couple bucks, guys. He's got a little tab that says, buy me a cup of coffee. Hook him up. So looking like Elkin, Yankee, and Smokin' Joe all moving on. Guys, many, many moons ago, a time, what seems like lifetimes ago, I used to have a best friend out here that I lined up in the gate with week in and week out. We battled every single race day. We left here, we went to the skate park, and we rode. We became best friends out here growing up. He's in the house today, guys. He started something very, very special out here, something that's taken place all over the entire country now, and I think the entire world. His name is Noah Courier, and he's got an organization called Oscar Mike. If you've ever heard of Oscar Mike, giving back to veterans all over the world. Noah's here today in attendance, checking out our races, and I know he'd be super embarrassed if I did this right now, so I'm making sure I do. How about a little love for Oscar Mike in the house today, Rockford? Love you, buddy. And I know if you had it your way, you would line back up in the gate right now. I know you would. Guys, do me a favor. Check them out online. I'm going to make sure I get the website right here. Oscar Mike Apparel, guys. That's oscarmike.org. Check them out online. Pick up a T-shirt. Pick up something from Oscar Mike. All of the proceeds going back to help veterans. So oscarmike.org. is the website. Guys, check out Oscar Mike. And again, shout out to Noah Courier for being in the house today. Started this little organization called Oscar Mike that ended up being a pretty darn big thing. If you guys have ever been to a coffee shop they call Starbucks, all those aprons that all the baristas are wearing at Starbucks produced by that guy right there. Oscar Mike, Noah Courier. Shout out to Noah for being in the house today. Can't wait to come down and see you. All right, we got the AAA pros getting lined up out there.
I got some ice from a friend of mine, and I feel like I've got gold here after I had to go to the grocery store and buy things because we never had to. You know?
Who we need, Nellie?
Well, I was trying to get mine at Sam's because they're a little bit less expensive, but they were completely out. Finally,
Aeneas didn't come up last time, and Carson's not going to make it in, so we are good.
All right, Aeneas Clark, I don't think she's coming. So we're going to go ahead. No, I've got an awesome picture at home that's got me right there in second place behind you on the back straightaway, and I know that's the way it finished that day. I looked pretty good, though. You were a little sideways. You were looking a little squirrely. I looked pretty good out there. I love that picture. That's one of my favorite pictures I have of all of my photo albums. Well, yeah, gate is down, and we are rolling out there. The 5-year-olds, the 4-year-olds on the track right now. Should have Elsa Schott, Lincoln Swingbank, Zella Riley, Aiden Arrington, Bo Whitlow, and Sawyer St. Clair. Here we go. Coming on that first straightaway. That's got to be... How about this guy? Shout out to Lincoln Swingbank, guys. It's his first race ever today in the pedal bike. He didn't quite make it today, but he's out here leading the charge in the Strider class. He's conditioning those legs, man. He's conditioning the legs for next week. He'll be back out there. Lincoln Swingbank, 408 bike. Guys, if you see him in the pits, tell him great job out there getting on the pedal bike. He's training right now as we speak. All these Strider riders training for the pedal bikes. That's all they're doing out there, training for the pedal bikes. All our Strider riders, you guys are going to have some hardware down here. Compliments of Steezy. And Emmett, I heard you had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Emmett. Everybody wish Emmett a happy birthday out there. He's handing out trophies on the finish line. All the Strider trophies today are going to have some positive words of encouragement there. Instead of what place they finished, as you know, the Strider riders not competing out here. Well, ish. Most of those Strider riders are probably competing in their minds, I guarantee you. But they're going to have some positive messages on there on the trophies, guys. Nice. Hey, Lincoln. Hey, Lincoln. Nice job today, buddy, in the pedal bike. Nice job. Keep working at it. You'll be out front of that class, too, in no time at all. Got the 242 coming across the line. Zella Riley. 465, Aiden Arrington. Emmett, double check and see if those are real ponytails coming out of the helmet there. Is that the real hair? Yeah. I don't think she's been alive for long enough to grow her hair that long. Gates down. 4-year-olds on the track right now. Moto 62, Weagle, Hall, Bross, and Miller. Now, yeah, heading down that first straightaway. Oh, gotcha. Bo is out there in this one. Bo Whitlow. He's out there in this one. That's all right. We split them up a little bit. No big deal. Well, yeah, the 532 out there. Casey Miller. Miller on the top spot, rounding that second turn. Got company coming. All bunched up out there. The biggest battle on the track right now is between John and Piper Bross out there. They're dead even tied on the third straightaway. John's cutting the track. It's not fair. He's cutting the track. But it's okay. Well, he's starting to get old, so we'll give him a little bit of leeway on that one. Cutting the track. Look at this battle going on in the back straightaway. I'm right behind you, John. Right behind you. I started wearing a yarmulke just to offset the problem. People are catching on, though. Coming on that back straightaway. Battle going on bar to bar. Well, yeah, looks like the 6'10 coming on through. Emmett Hall. Nice job, Emmett. 532 by coming on through. That's Casey Miller. Getting it done out of Byron, Illinois. Nice job, Casey. Well, we got Piper Bross with the drag race with Dad. Here we go. Elbow to elbow. Let's see if she can get him. Let's see if she can get him. Oh, he's disqualified. We saw him move over on her. He's disqualified. Piper Bross taking the win from Dad. Nice job, Piper. We got Ezra Weagle coming back this way in the 471 bike. Oh, yeah, you got it, Ezra. You got it. Coming on down the backside, the 471 bike, Ezra Weagle, Rockton, Illinois. Nice job, Ezra. And that's got to be, I think, the 524. Bo Whitlow around in that second turn. Nice job, Bo. And guys, great job, all of our Strider riders out here at the Rock. They work 10 times harder than anybody else. No pedals on the bikes. They're scooting, scooting, scooting. Nice job, Strider riders. All right, guys, we're going to need some trophy card volunteers down here at the finish line. And again, how we're going to do this, we need a volunteer from each team out here. So send down a volunteer. Every team here, grab a volunteer, send them down to hand out some trophy cards down at the finish line. All of our teams, grab a volunteer, send them on down to the finish line to hand out some trophy cards. Main events, we can't get started without them, guys. We need some trophy card volunteers. So come on down to the finish line, hand out some trophy cards. If you didn't make your main today, well, this is the kind of stuff we're looking for our sportsmanship award. So we'll be looking. Come on down to the finish line, guys. Main event time. Can't get started without some volunteers. Yeah, guys, need some trophy card volunteers. Trophy card volunteers down at the finish line. Come on down if you want to hand out some trophy cards. We need one volunteer in the registration building as well. One volunteer to hand out some trophies down at the registration building. Oh, wow. Are these all volunteers coming down? Holy smokes. All right.
It's getting so fast. You're doing such a good.
Stephanie, have you been to Elgin this year?
They're bringing the cards down. Thanks, guys. We'll have you guys stand right past the fence down there. When you get the cards, right past the fence, we'll show you where to go.
Opening day they did.
And Brianna, let them know how total points races work as well.
They had 28 motos.
Yeah, guys, main event time. Here, right around the corner, just a couple minutes away. So head on down to the staging. Main event time is coming up next, guys. Again, May 6th, Beginners League gets started out here May 6th, guys. No experience necessary, ages 6 to as old as you can go. All riders are welcome. No experience necessary. Bikes are provided. Helmets are provided. All you got to do is show up. Tuesday night, 5:30, May 6th. Guys, you can sign up online right now, rockfordbmx.com. rockfordbmx.com. Sign up online. And again, May 6th, we're getting started with Beginners League. So,
And I think
Good luck.
so well. But north, they're messing around.
So yeah, guys, May 6th, 5:30. Again, that's a program designed specifically for newcomers to the sport of BMX. Those are new riders. And again, no striders for Beginners League. We encourage the striders to show up and race day. So pedal bikes only, ages 5 and up. May 6th, Tuesday night at 5:30. Tell a friend, guys. We'll have posts this whole week on Facebook. Be sure to share those on Facebook. Tell a friend. Get as many people out here as you can. Rockford BMX Beginners League, May 6th. All right, guys. Jake says time to go. You see that? I announced that right as he was getting ready to talk in Milwaukee. You got to be one step ahead. Main event time, guys. Looking for you in staging. Main events. Looking for you in staging. About that time. Hey, we're looking for one more volunteer down at registration to hand out some trophies, guys. You get one volunteer to hand out some trophies, and we are good to go here for the main events. So if that's you, if you didn't make the main, go on down there to registration and hand out some trophies, guys.
All right, thanks, Kev. Appreciate your meeting, buddy. Oh, thank you. I love your meeting. You'll always be more reviewed.
I think they call him.
I would say Adam Lambert, head down there and hand out some trophies, but wouldn't you know, he made that main today. Man.
Or Dakota Paris or Brianna.
He gave it that extra oomph. Extra. That's a new nickname for Adam Lambert. Extra oomph Lambert. Hey, Cody Paris.
Cat calls him American Idol. That's what he calls him.
Cody Paris, looking for you. Your mom is counting to 10. If you're not there by the time 10 comes, I don't know what happens then, but you're in big trouble. Cody, it's at 5. You might want to run. Well, yeah, Moto 178 local open. Locked and loaded up there right now, guys. Main event time has arrived. And here we go. Well, yeah, gate comes crashing down. Main event time has arrived. 7-8 local open on the track right now. Here we go. Looking at Denson, James, Waldron, Blakely, and Buccaneer. And the battle between James and Buccaneer is going on right now out front. That's got to be James on the top spot, the Cookie Man. Right there doing a little shopping in the 2 as we head down that 3 straightaway. James, Buccaneer, Cookie Man lost a pedal. Got Sunshine out there in the 3 spot as we head into that final turn. James. Guys, you want to talk about Beginners League? There's another Rockford BMX Beginners League graduate rider right there, Tarn James. Look at this out here. Now he's got the number 1 plate on his bike. Tarn James, proud of that guy, coming all the way from Beginners League and your current number 1 Illinois district. Tarn James, the hunter on that 1 plate. Nice job, Tarn. 9-10 local open out there. Moto 2 on the track right now. Averill, Thompson, Hamilton, Schirkenbach, Hoover, Bernard, Teague, and Cox. It's got to be the 12 bike out front. Mad Max Thompson. Thompson rounding that final turn and headed down the back straight. He's got company in the high side. Here we go. The Silent Assassin. Bar to bar. Cross the line. And 2. The stripe. The Nag 2 getting it done. 12 bike. 34. 25. 58. State 2. 128 and the 37. Well, yeah, Moto 3 out there, 11-12 local open, loaded up 8 wide. Rob Hernandez, Petrell, Stewart, Lawrence, Buccaneer, Ceresa, Nayland. Heading into that first turn, that's got to be the World 4. Buccaneer out there with a whole shot coming down that 2 straightaway, 44 bike on the 2 spot. We got the 3 sitting 3. That's got to be Owen Lawrence out there on the bubble in the 3 spot. He's got company. That's Rocket Ray coming in. Headed down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Right now it's all your World 4, Zayden Bruccaneer, the Z-Man, coming on through with the win on the World 4. We got the 44 bike of Nayland. Rocket Ray and the 9 bike's going to take that 3.
I don't know. Paper plate. Stresa.
Okay, the paper plate was put on one.
Well, yeah, 13-14 local open Moto 4 on the track right now. Looking at Gray, Suter, English, Moore, Dahl, Lee, Rivera, and Massa. Heading into that first turn, that's got to be Mangler colors out there. I think that's Caleb Dahl in your 1 bike. Dahl leading the charge round in that second turn. We got the State 4 out there. Hot Rod Lee on the 2 spot. Single file they go down that 3rd straightaway right now. Mangler colors leading the charge. That's got to be Caleb Dahl on your 1 bike. Dahl coming down that back straightaway. Hot Rod.
Just 1 second. Yep.
Dahl's in there. The State 4 Hot Rod. We get the 5 bike. State 6, 37, 8, 9, and 53. So Caleb Dahl in your 1 bike taking the win there in main moto number 4. Gates down, Moto 5, 15-16 local open. Looking at Imormino, King, Lakota, Takanaga, and Dahl. Well, yeah, oh, the locomotive going upstairs, coming down that first turn. Lakota, he's got the hold shot out there. Gold Cup 3 colors in that 2 spot. Takanaga in the 3 on the K bike. That's got to be the missile. Mason King out there holding on to the 2 spot right now. It's all Lakota coming out in that back straightaway. Lakota going for the win as we bring it on back. Lakota going to take the win here in 15-16 local open. Gold Cup 3 KT and 3 bike as they cross the line. 21-25 local open. Moto 6, Albee, Wright, Arrington, and Bennett. That's got to be the 964. Christopher Wright out there in the top spot. Sure is nice having this guy back at the Rock. Right out front right now we got Arrington in that 2 spot. Around the second turn we go and headed down that 3 straightaway. Well, yeah, it's got to be Fly Zone Racing colors out there. Christopher Wright coming on that back straightaway. Right, he's going to get the win out there. Looking like the 7 bike of Arrington with a 2. 203 of Bennett with a 3, and LB in the 116 will get the 4 out there. Main Moto 6. Main Moto 7 out there, 800 Girls Cruiser. Sunshine, Rainbows, and Henderson out there. Hey, gonna need to know Sunshine and Rainbow's shirt size. Can you let Troy know in the building what size shirt they wear? Got to know that. No specific reason we need to know that, but need to know that. Well, yeah, looks like Sunshine's got a couple of low points going her way coming out of that final turn. Sunshine out there. 2 low points on her way to Victory Road. Here we go, the Gold Cup 2. Sunshine Walgren taking the win out there. The L bike of Flora Henderson will take the 2. And we're going to do a smile check here. We didn't do one all day today. We're going to do a smile check for Rainbows. She's smiling out there. 3 spot for Rainbows. She's smiling the whole way. Got to do a smile check and make sure she's staying smiling out there. 17-20 Women's Cruiser Moto 8. Melton, Pearson, Baisley, Shanahan. It's got to be Shanahan, your Nag 8 ride coming back this way. Shanahan with a win. Baisley's going to get the 2. Steezy, nice and easy on the 3. And Melton's going to get a 4 out there out of Moto 8. Moto 9 Cruiser Wallace, Zinski, and the Silent Assassin, Grayson Cox out there. That's got to be Cox on the top spot, Black Widow colors. Out of Mundelein, Illinois in the house. So we head out of that 3rd turn. Cox checking out right now. He's going to bring it on back for the win here. Battle's going to be for 2 and 3, not a total points race, guys. Still racing out there for 2 and 3. Here comes Wallace charging. Wallace.
He had the wrong plate on.
No, the 176. Zinski's going to get the 2. Wallace got the 3.
He had the wrong plate on.
Oh, Cox.
2 on there and not a 4. He's on the cruiser, right? And,
10 Cruiser coming back this way. Wallace, Hertel, and Williams looking like the 005 going to get it at the line. The Viper's going to get the win out there. 713 of Wallace going to get the 2, and Hertel got a 3. .13 Cruiser, Moto 11 out there. Looks like the Storm got a couple low points going his way. So trophy cards, listen up. How they cross the line is not how they'll finish today. The 3 bike got the win. It looks like the 19 of Bungie got the 2, guys. So the 19 bike got the 2 out there. And the 17 got the 3. So how they cross the line, not how they finish today. All right, moving on. Moto 12 out there, 16 Cruiser. Looks like the 14 bike, Kavi Henderson, got a couple low points. This one will do it on the day. He takes the win out there in 16 Cruiser. Oh, the 10 bike, Misfit McMillan. They were all tied up. That one decided the second place finish for Misfit McMillan on the 10 bike. And the 1 bike, Melanster, he got a 3 out there. So nice battle to the stripe out there. 2130 Cruiser, main moto 13, Hausler, Peterson, Andrews, and Ferguson. Well, that's got to be Ferguson and Hausler up front battling. Ferguson coming back this way for the win. Hausler with a 2. Battle still going on in that 3 and 4. That 3 bike, Peterson gets the 3 out there. Andrews will take a 4 out of main moto 13. Main moto 14 on the track right now, 51-55 Cruiser. Bertram Jr., Riley, Copeland, Elkin, and Hiltz. That's got to be the Gold Cup 1 part-time. Copeland out there in the top spot. Copeland trying to hold on to that win here. Elkin in the 2 spot. Smoking Joe in the 3, giving him a run. As we bring it on back, part-time. Going to get the win out there. Elkin with the 2. Smoking Joe's taking the 3. Got the 12 bike and the 4. Bertram Jr. and Riley out of main moto 14. Main moto 15 on the track, 56-60 Cruiser. Burke, Melton, and Mayfield. That's got to be Melton out there on the top spot. Melton checking out right now. Hey, Noah, can you believe it? Mark Melton still doing it. Still looking good in the process. This class is 56-60 Cruiser. Melton getting it done. Ratitude on top of that. Burke's going to get the 2 out there, and Mayfield on the 18 bike will take the 3. Rockford BMX, we got 5 and under novice lined up at the gate, 8 wide out there. I think we need to introduce you to the players. As always, guys, we're going to call these names. They're going to give you a little wave. We need to give them a little noise in return. And as always, no autographs till the finish line. No autographs, please. All right, 5 and under novice main event, Moto 16. Let's introduce you to the players, starting out first. From right here in Rockford, Illinois, on your 516 bike, let's make some noise for Josie Vians. Up next out of Winnebago, Illinois, on your 55 bike, they call Sunshine Sailor St. Vincent. Out of Roscoe, Illinois, on your 58 bike, doing it for the Kegels Bike Shop crew, Holloway Scaduto. Now, out of Rockton, Illinois, on your 200 bike, let's make some noise for Theo Wego. Out of McChesney Park, Illinois, on your 313 bike, doing it for the Boosted BMX crew. They call her the Princess, Iris Whitlow. Out of right here in Rockford, Illinois, getting it done on your 514 bike, let's get loud for Drew Kempton. Out of Byron, Illinois, getting it done in your 270 bike, Landon St. Clair. And last but not least, getting it done out of McChesney Park, Illinois, in your 282 bike, Rockford BMX. Let's hear it for Carson Crocker. 5 and under novice main event, and we are 8 wide. Here we go. Oh, yeah, gate comes crashing down. Let's see who's got the hole shot as we head down the Rockford drop. Oh, yeah, heading into that first turn. We're 3 wide in that second place spot. You know how 5 and under novice goes. Anybody's race out here in this one. Let's see what's going on in Bermzilla. Who's got the hole shot going on out there? First place rider. That's the real hair out there growing through that helmet. Oh, yeah, that's got to be the 270 bike. Landon St. Clair on the gas out there. We got the 55 bike on the inside, 514 in the 3 spot. Now, St. Vincent out there sitting 2. We got Drew Campton on the 3. But right now, it's all the 270. Landon, St. Clair, Byron, Illinois in the house as we head down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Yeah, St. Clair. Around in that final turn, we're all bunched up for 2, 3, and 4. Guys, who's going to be on the podium today? Here we go. 270 bike. St. Clair trying to hold on to that big win here in 5 and under novice. St. Clair coming on back for the big win in 5 and under novice. Let's see what's going on for that 2 spot. The 55 bike and the 514. Sunshine St. Vincent on that 2 spot on the podium, and your P3 and the 514 bike, Drew Campton. Nice job, 5 and under novice. Well, yeah, 6 novice out there. Moto 17, Win, Whitlow, Schott, Clark, Pross, and Nayland. Look out, Lightning Lily's on the loose. Well, yeah, heading into that first turn, we got Win in the inside. That's got to be Saucy Brossy out there in the 2 spot. Win. He's got the whole shot going his way as we head down that 2 straightaway. Saucy on the move, trying to play a little catch-up as we round that second turn. The 192 throwing on the blinker. That's Tyrion Whitlow. A little guest announcing going on here. No.
Kinsley? Conniving Kinsley.
Oh, I like that. Well, yeah, Win coming down that back straightaway. Win. Going for another one here in 6 novice. I think he's got a winning streak going on himself here. Lincoln Win taking the big win here in 6 novice. Saucy Brossy's going to get a 2 out there. Whitlow going to get a 3. A little drag race. Here comes Lightning Lily. Strikes again. Lightning Lily with a 4. Nice race out there. Bryson Clark going to get the 5 out of Main Moto 17. Main Moto 18 on the track right now. 7 novice. Looks like Aiden Hernandez on your 119 bike's got a pair of aces. He's got a win locked up here. But Ramos, Newton, all tied up, 5 points each, guys. So this one will be decided right here between Ramos and Newton. But Hernandez out front right now as we head down that back straightaway, going for the big win here. Hernandez coming back this way. Again, Ramos and Newton are all tied up, 5 points each. Oh, yeah. 119 by Hernandez is going to get a win there. Newton on the 215 will get a 2. And Dominic Ramos, 123, will get a 3. Guys, all you novice riders out there, we got Beginners League coming up May 6th, guys. Grab a friend from school. Bring them out. Beginners League, May 6th, 5:30 p.m. Just show up. You can sign up in advance at rockfordbmx.com. 8 novice coming back this way. This is Main Moto 19. Meow Meow showing up to play today. Meow Meow. Mavis Simmons taking the win on the 33 bike. Still battling out there for 2 and 3. The 262 giving it everything. He's got Renly Tubbs going to hold on to that 2 spot. He's fired up about it too. Duncan Campton going to get the 3. I'm pretty sure Coach Mark Melton showed him how to pedal all the way past the finish line. That's how that got done right there, guys. Coach Mark, he's back this year for Beginners League. Spread the word. Share the Facebook post tonight. We'll get some info up tonight. RockfordBMX.com. You can register now. 9 novice coming back this way. The 197 taking the big win. Peyton Cadilla. Conniving Kinsley out there. Zimmerman. Mark said they call her Conniving Kinley out there. She's going to get the 2. And taking the 3 spot. Who got the 3 out there? 143. Jace Rodriguez taking that podium 3 out of Moto 20. Main Moto 21 out there, 10 novice. Looking at Chow, Hinderleiter, and Williams. That's got to be Zayden Williams out there. Coach Mark is watching, Zay. You better be pedaling past that finish line. He's watching. 118 out there, Caden Chow, Kachow, and Mallory Hinderleiter on that 3 spot. Coach Mark is watching. We'll see if Zayden pedals past that finish line here. Oh, he's watching. He's going to get you. It's got to be Williams coming back this way. Another win in the book for this guy. Intermediate's coming here anytime now. You better pedal all the way. He's watching, Zay. Look at him right there. He's watching. Nice job. Williams taking another win out there. Caden Chow's going to get the 2, and Hinderleiter in your 12 bike will take a 3 out of Main Moto 21. Main Moto 22 out there, 12 novice. Sassy Pants Swain's got a pair of aces, and this one's all sealed up here. So Sassy Pants will get a win out there. I think Trenton Cadilla is going to get the overall 2. He's got the lead going on right now, but he'll get the overall 2. And the pickle, Olivia Mack, will get a 3 out there. Here comes Sassy Pants. Oh, the first lost lap all day. She's going to get the overall win trophy cards. So Sassy Pants Swain takes the win. Trenton Cadilla, your 199, got the 2. And the Pickle, Olivia Mack, got the win. So Sassy Pants, you got the 1. Swain takes the win. You got the win. Sassy Pants, you got it. 15 novice coming back this way. Bruner, Crane, Velarde. Another drag race to the stripe. Oh, Crane get it?
Yeah.
Crane got it at the line. 148 bike of Crane's going to get the win. The 157 of Bruner will take a 2. And Velarde and the 145 will get a 3 out there. Nice battles going on in the back straightaway today, guys. 21-25 novice, Moto 24 out there. LB, Collins, and Smith coming down that back straightaway. Checking out in this one. That's got to be the 326 bike. That's Aiden Collins taking the win out there. The 116, Trevor LB taking the 2. And Matt Smith will get a 3 out there in main Moto 24. Guys, parents are welcome in Beginners League. Might I add, we've had quite a few parents come through the program over the years, so parents are welcome. We've got some cruisers out there. Again, bikes and helmets both provided for Beginners League. Is that Aaron Jararski out there? Somebody tell him about Beginners League. Todd Tubbs, 45 bike coming on through. He's going to get the win. Got the 314, Patrick O'Leary. He's going to get a 2 out there. And Bloomy Bloom will take a 3 out of main Moto 25. Hey, Whidbey. Mike Whidbey, let Aaron know about Beginners League. Let him know, May 6th. That's got to be 3640 novice out there. James Whidbey and shot. Well, yeah, it's got to be Stephen James out there, 214 bike. Going to bring it on in for the win here in 3640 novice. Looks like the 274 bike. Eli Schott will take a 2 out there. Whidbey will get a 3. Shout out to the Schott family all the way here from St. John, Indiana, guys. Thank you so much to all of our families traveling in from out of town to race with us here at the Rock. We appreciate you guys. Please get home safe, and thank you again so much for spending your Sunday out here racing with us at the Rock. Beautiful Sunday to do it. 4650 novice, 27 coming back this way. Oh, yeah, J.T. Barnes, 693 bike. He's going to get the win. 376, Steven Rodriguez with a 2, and Mike Bedford will get a 3 out there. Main Moto 27. Main Moto 28 on the track right now. Here comes Lakota! Oh, Lakota on the inside. Going to take over that lead bike. 44 bike. Elliott Hall drops back to 2. We got Kegel's colors out there in the 3. That's got to be Tucker, St. Vincent, Hassan Dempsey, and Mack out there with him. In and out of that final turn we go. Lakota trying to hold on to the win after that stellar pass in turn 2. Lakota going to get it done out there with a win here in 7-inner. St. Vincent going to take the 2. We got the 44 bike of Elliott Hall, 156.90 and 115. Connor Mack, I think that's one of his first intermediate races. He says no problem out there. 8-inner, 29. That's got to be Hernandez, Bauer, Moore, and Wallace out there. Coming down that 2 straightaway. Wallace on the top spot. Heading around that second turn. Illinois State 1 colors. That's Wallace. Got the 175. A Cowboy Bauer out there in the 2 spot. Coming down that 3 straightaway. Wallace got things going his way. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Oh, yeah, we got Cowboy Bauer out there. Beginners League, May 6th. Yeah, 5:30. See you then. Coming down that back straightaway, that's got to be the State 1. Wallace getting the win out there. Cowboy Bauer with a 2. We got the 116 bike of Hernandez and the 150 of Chucky Moore. 9-inner out there right now. This is main Moto 30. Zinski, Henderson, and Ramos. Bar to bar on that 3rd straightaway. Oh, yeah. Ramping it up. Here we go into that final turn. We're going to set it up for a little back straight drag race action. Here we go. In and out of that final turn. And coming back this way. Let's see who's got the gusto as we come on through, cross the line, and to the stripe. 86 bike of Tyler Ramos gets it done. He takes the win out there. The 2. The Star is going to get the 2 out there. And Zyler Zinski on the 35 bike taking the 3 out of main Moto 30. Main Moto 31, 10-inner out there. Wallace, Wick, Schirkenbach, and Farr. Look out. Wild man's on the loose. He'll reel you in down there. Wallace, he's got things going his way out front right now, but the wild man's setting it up for that back straightaway. You know how he does it. Here comes the wild man. Cross the line to the stripe. Wallace going to hold on to the win. The wild man's going to get the 2, State 2 in the 87. Schirkenbach and Farr. 11 in or out there, main moto 32, Rob, Ferry, Geiger, Tingham, and Rob. So we got Brianna and Bradley Rob all the way here from Lake Station, Indiana. Guys, I'm going to tell you one more time, thank you so much for coming out here and racing with us at the Rock all the way here again from Lake Station, Indiana. Safe travels home, guys.
Well, it could be number 2.
Well, yeah, charging on that back straightaway. Brianna Robb on the 8 bike, showing up to the Rock and taking home the win here. 16 bike of Ferry is going to take a 2. 54 of Bradley Robb and the 37 of Geiger Tingham. Not happy with that one. She says, we'll see you next week. I'm hitting some sprints tonight. 33 out there, 13 inner. Looking at Myers, Reich, English, and Zimmerman. Coming down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. 4 riders qualified to get here and 13 intermediate. Main moto of 33 as we head back this way towards the tower. Yeah, it's got to be the 8 bike. Easy E taking the win here. State 5 at Easton Myers with a 2, the 132, a Cam Jam with a 3, and the 152. Camden Zimmerman with a 4. Oh, yeah, 34 out there. Here we go. Shark bait on the top spot. Suter gave him a little bump, a little run out there. Suter trying to reel in shark bait. Coming on that 3 straightaway. We got Vance Tebessing out there with him, but right now it's all Kegel's Bike Shop colors on the top spot. Suter in the 2. Here we go. Rivera trying to hold on to that win. Shark bait. Suter trying to pull the trigger all the way back to the stripe. Shark bait taking the win. Suter's going to get a 2 out there. Nice battle. Vance, he got a 3 and Tebessing locked in the 4. Nice battle down that back straightaway. 15 in or out there, main moto 35, Holloway, Niesman, and English. Not a total points race. It's got to be rib colors out front right now. Mason Niesman on the 110 bike. 110 bike and Niesman's going to come on through with a win. The 158 bike's going to get the 2, Holloway, and the 1 bike, English. Dustin Jacobs did a nice demonstration of on-foot sprinting down the first straightaway Wednesday night of practice. I saw it. He's probably wearing Crocs or sandals or something. You know how he does. You know how he does. He was wearing snowboard boots or something. 17-20 in or out there, main motor 36, Flood, Goldsmith, Arrington, Scuduto, Bennett, Albright, 7 bike. Arrington coming on through. He's going to get the win, the 385 bike. Albright with a 2, the 203 with a podium 3. That's Bryce Bennett. 37 out there, 26, 35. Scheider, Swingbank, and Lambert. Oh, yeah, it's got to be Swingbank, the 180 bike. Oh, Lambert! He thought about it. He's been watching Fast Pat. Nice guy Pat a little too much, man. He thought about it. He's right there. Oh, the American Idol in that 3 spot, playing it safe out there. He's got work Monday morning, you know how it goes. Swingbank coming down that back straightaway, going for the win here in the 180 bike. Swingbank going to hold on to it, the 537. And the nicest guy at the Rock today, Adam Lambert out there, the nicest guy. When you're nicer than the nice guy Pat, that's a nice guy. Just keeping those elbows tucked in nice and tight around that first turn, 36-40 in or out there. Main moto 38, Farnham, Scholes, Wynn, and Lawrence. Hell yeah, in and out of that final turn we go. Looking for a win here in 36-40 intermediate. That's a 43 bike. Here comes Wynn, 43 bike. Jason Lawrence going to hold on to it. Wynn on your 106 is going to get the 2. Looks like Charles Farnham will take a 3 out there in main moto 38. Main moto 39, 46-50 intermediate, Schroba, Bertram Jr., Kadia, and Peterson. Revolution Cycles Colors, that's a 104 bike. All the way here from Madison, Wisconsin, Troy Peterson. Shout out to Troy for coming down from Madtown. And if anybody's watching on the live feed, shout out to Madtown BMX. Anybody from the Madison area, the 133. Schroba will take a 2, the 11 bike of Bertram Jr. and Kadia with a 4. 56 and over, in or out there, Takanaga, Pulaski, and Bloom. Oh, yeah. Back straight Pulaski. Just doing some shopping out there. Takanaga on the top spot, Pulaski in the 2. We got Bloom sitting 3. Back straight, Pulaski just setting it up here. Here we go. Takanaga out front, Pulaski taking that dive in low. Rockford BMX, where are we at? Here comes Pulaski trying to make a move, cross the line into the stripe. Back straight, Pulaski getting it done. Takanaga's going to get a 2 out there, Bloom a 3. Man, you can't blink. You can't blink when he's on the back straight. You blink and he's at the line. Nice job, Kevro. 8 girls expert, main moto 41 out there, Walgren. Flora and Ira Henderson out there. That's got to be Sunshine in the top spot, coming down that back straightaway. Hey, did we let Troy know T-shirt size? Okay, we got it? All right. Sunshine crossing the line. She's going to get the win out there. The 3 bike of Henderson, Isla that is. We'll take a 2, and Flora Henderson a 3. Out of main moto 41. Main moto 42, 15-16 girls expert. Troy, we got a couple T-shirt sizes we got to mark down. We'll have a surprise for them next week. Special edition. Mika, Manahano, McMillan, Parham, Ceresa. It's got to be the World 6, Nag 8, and 4. Ceresa, McMillan, and Meekum crossing the line. Main moto 42. Main moto 43 up to 8 expert. Imormito, Denson, Brookeneer, James, and Hinderleiter. Gates down, and we are off. Oh, you know how they do it. One more time out there. The Cookie Man and the Hunter. Tarn James. James on the top side. Cookie Man. No, James on the inside. So he's got the lead going his way. Cookie Man out there in the 2. Cookie Man rounding that tower turn. He's trying to find his way in the mix as we head down that 3 straightaway. Guys, Tarn James, I learned today, he's got the number 1 plate on both 20-inch and Cruiser this year. Nice job coming all the way from Beginners League, guys. Pretty cool stuff. James, he's going to cross the line and get it done here with a win. Cookie Man will take a 2. We got the 5 bike out there, the Rocket in Mormino. Denson crosses the line in the 25 of Lil Wade Hinderleiter. 44 out there, 9 expert. Shanahan, Cox, Teague, Bernard, Blakely, and Thompson. No, yeah, it's got to be Black Widow colors up there running things in the 1 and the 2. That's got to be Shanahan and Cox, 1 and 2, coming down that 3 straightaway. I think that's Blakely out there in the 3 spot. Around that final turn we go and headed down the back straight. No, Blakely trying to find his way into that P2 spot. But Shanahan got things going on as we bring it back to the stripe. Looking like the 2, 52, 33, 12, 128, and 25. Guys, just a reminder, this Wednesday night, got another race coming on this Wednesday night. We'll see you Wednesday night racing under the lights out here, guys. Oh, look out! Bauer taking that low line, and Bermzilla, he moves into the 2 spot. Bauer getting things done out there every single turn. Here we go. Coming down that 3 straightaway. This is main moto 45. Marley Man trying to hold on to that 2 spot. Williams, Imormino, Bauer, Hoover, and Hertel coming back this way. Looks like the wind's going to the pit bull. Marley Man getting things done out there, holding on to that P2 podium. 34 by Sage Hoover with a 3. Nice work out there, Marley Man. 11 expert, main moto 46 on the track right now. Manuel, Brookeneer, Shanahan, and Ferry. Now you know who it is, a World 4, the Z-Man. Well, that's that. I think that's Ferry out there. That's awesome. The World 4, the Z-Man, Brookeneer coming on back. He's going to get the win here in 11 expert. The Nag 6, Ryland Shanahan going to take the 2, the 64, Emmanuel. And the 6 bike, Michael Ferry, all the way here from Portage, Indiana, Sprocket King style. Shout out to his family for coming in. 12 expert, 47 on the track right now. We're going to Fattrell, Nayland, Henderson, Stewart, Ceresa, and Hernandez. Oh, yeah, Sama J got things going his way. Fattrell out front right now as we head around that final turn. Moves being made. Look out. We got Rocket Ray. We got Nayland in the mix coming down that back straightaway. Here we go. Rocket Ray moving in for the win. Fattrell takes the 2. And the 44 and Nayland with a 3. Rockford, how about these expert main events? Whew. 13 expert, 48 on the track right now. Looking at Manuel, King, Massa, Bungie, Gray, and Larson. Heading into that first turn, Dirt Addiction style. 5 bike, Kyle Massa. He's got the hold shot coming down that 2 straightaway. Bungie moves into the 2. We got Larson. Slide into that 3 spot. Headed down the 3 straightaway, single file style. We go into the final turn. That's got to be the 5 bike. Kyle Massa coming down that back straightaway. Dirt Addiction colors. Coming on up, the 5 bike, Kyle Massa taking the win. The 35 bike of Bungie, the 56 of Larson. Welcome. Get to do this every weekend now. Guys, we got a new team in here, Broke Folk Racing, with a team sheet up here. All right. I know where you guys got these at. All right, moving on. We got 14 expert out there. Main Moto 49, Ramirez, Lee, and Dahl. Not a total points race. All 3 riders qualified to be here. Got a battle going on up front. Rip style, Mangler style, Dahl and Lee. 1 and 2 headed this way towards the tower. Mangler colors for the win. That's got to be Caleb Dahl. State 4, Hot Rod Lee, and Lil Man Ramirez. That's a tough class to race in, man. But you're hanging just fine. 15X out there. Main Moto 50, Farr, Dawson, Takanaga, McMillan, Lakota. No, yeah, it's got to be the locomotive out there around that second turn. Lakota up front right now. We got S-squared colors out there. Well, maybe not. It looked like S-squared colors. Lakota got things going his way. He's going to come on back for the win. Looking like the 2 bike. Wild Thing Dawson going to take a 2 out there. And the State 1 with a podium 3, Gavin Farr. Gates down, 16 expert on the track right now. Moto 51, Henderson, Simpson, Schroba, King, and Sterling. Oh, yeah, going upstairs. I think that's Sterling out there. Around that first turn we go. That's Jason Sterling, Gold Cup 1 colors on the top spot. Brady Simpson out there in the 2. I think that's Mason King out there sitting 3. Around that third turn we go. Right now it's all Jason Sterling. Valparaiso, Indiana out there. He's going to get the win on the Gold Cup 1, Sterling. Oh, King's going to slide into that 2 spot, and Simpson will take a P3 out there out of Main Moto 51. Main Moto 52, 1720 expert. It's got to be Basage, Roberts, and McMillan. Basage out front right now, doing what Julian does. Out front, Lucas Roberts on that 32 bike in the 2 spot. That's got to be Melman on the 4. Not a total points race, folks. All 3 riders qualified to get here. Right now, Julian Basage got things going his way as we head down that back straightaway. Basage going to get the win out there. The 32 bike of Roberts with a 2, the 4 bike of the X-Man, Xavier Melman, with a 3. Main Moto 53 out there, 26-35 expert. Looking like Fortner with a couple low points out there. Around that second turn we go. Hathcock in the 2 spot. We got Wright sitting 3s. We head down that third straightaway. Oh, yeah. So trophy card, Zachary Fortner, your 57 bike. He's going to get the win out there. Hathcock, your 19 will take a 2. And Wright, oh! Right, a little sideways, but he saved it. Safe, Chris. Safe. He's all right back up. How's the ground doing? Is the ground all right? I'd be more worried about the ground. Chris Wright going down. 41-45 expert out there. Main Moto 54. Ramos, Zimmerman, Scaduto. No total points action here, folks. All 3 riders qualified to get there. Zimmerman trying to put something together. Ramos out front right now as we come down that back straightaway to the stripe. Zimmerman going to give it a run. Oh, lost a pedal, so Ramos to get the win. Zimmerman with a 2. Scaduto with a 3. 51-55 expert out there. Main Moto 55. Elkin, Copeland, Yankee, Hilton, Melton. Oh, Melton moves into that 2 spot. Copeland on the top spot out there. Melton doing a little shopping. Round that second turn we go. Setting it up. How many times has this guy been in this position on this track and that turn? Oh, Melton, here he goes, taking the low line. Melton, bar to bar with Copeland, coming on that back straightaway. Melton, Copeland, cross the line and to the stripe. The mayor, Mark Melton, getting the win. Copeland getting the 2, and Elkin with a 3. Hey, Kyle Zimmerman, need to see you. Jake needs to see you in registration. Kyle Zimmerman, Jake needs to see you in registration. Well, that'll do it, guys. Thanks so much for coming out and racing with us at the Rock today. We appreciate all the out-of-towners, all the Indiana riders. Thank you, guys, for coming out. We appreciate you being here. And we will see you guys again this Wednesday night. Under the lights, we'll be racing. Practice registration, 5:30. And, guys, don't forget, Beginners League. Sign-ups online right now, rockfordbmx.com, May 6th at 5:30. Beginners League. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Which one was yours?
Green. Green.
Roll with the soggy entering, mine.
Well, mine's not too much better.
I don't know what mine is.
Looking for Kegel's Bike Shop team sheet.
I see you're going.
That one's coming.
They announced one thing, but they got their points. But
What do you think, Paul? Looking pretty good up here. Looking pretty good.
Gabby.
Got a new team in the mix, Paul. Steph, got a new team. Broke Folk Racing. They're looking strong, though.
mine's a 60.
He got second, so.
All right, guys, listen up. Teams finishing in the 4th place spot with 16 points, Midwest Militia. On the 3rd place spot on the podium, their first team race ever. Welcome, Broke Folk Racing. Yeah, made the podium on the first race. On the 2 spot with 23 points, Boosted BMX. And tied, 31 points, Fly Zone, Kegel's Bike Shop. Yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday night. Practice registration, 5:30.